Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and happy spring. In today's video, we are going to be cleaning and decorating the main living area for spring and Easter. I'm going to put out my spring and Easter decor kind of all together. I think Easter is in about 3 weeks, and I'm actually starting to film this video on March 20th, which is the official first day of spring. So happy spring, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started making my home fun and festive for the season. Okay friends, we are going to be jumping straight into the decorating today, and we are actually starting in the kitchen. I typically start decorating in my living room or the entryway table, but today I really felt like starting in the kitchen because I knew how this space in particular was going to turn out. So we're doing the corner in my kitchen where the diffuser lives, and we're starting by cleaning the area, and then we're using this little miniature white ladder that is from Hobby Lobby in the fall section last year. And then I layered 2 festive tea towels that I picked up at Home Goods this year. Now we're going to set up the diffuser, and I'm using the same little wooden riser that's from Home Goods as well. I'm going to put down this little Easter miniature wreath that I got in the Target dollar spot last year. Has little pastel colored eggs on it. It's really cute. I love to put a wreath around the base of my diffuser. And then we're also going to put my other little wood riser on the right side with a pitcher that I use to fill up the diffuser. So I'm going to put the blend that I used today on the screen here. I think it was an Easter diffuser blend that I just found on Pinterest. Okay, moving on from that corner, we're going to work kind of around to the left by the stove and everything. I'm adding just a few general spring touches. I'm going to wipe down everything. I'm going to add a few little spatulas into my crock here, as well as a little plate for a spoon rest, and then we're going to switch out the candle on the stove. Comment down below and let me know if you guys have started your spring or Easter decorating yet. I know by the time I'm getting this video up, Easter is in about 2 weeks, so it is time to decorate, and I hope this video inspires you guys to add some eggs and bunnies and lavender and all things spring and Easter to your homes. Okay, now we're moving on to the sink area. I'm going to switch out my Mrs. Meyer's products. I had the eucalyptus scent out since Christmas, just for the winter months, and then I've switched it out to the daisy scent. This was a new scent they came out with for spring last year, and they brought it back this year, and it is probably my favorite Mrs. Meyer's scent of all time. And then I'm also adding some of those new little sponge dishcloths that I shared in my spring decor haul. If you missed that video, go back and watch it. Okay, we're also going to be redoing the coffee corner just a little bit, of course, wiping down the counters. And then I just wanted to add a couple little Easter-y things here, a canister for our K-cups and my Ray Dunn Easter mug. So now we're going to style this peg rail shelf area that's at the top of our stairs and next to our sliding glass door. So If you've seen any of my previous decorating videos, I used to have a window frame hanging above the peg rail that had chicken wire in it instead of glass. And I just really wanted to kind of switch things up, so I decided to hang up this piece that I ordered from Walmart, geez, 2 or 3 years ago. It was actually in their fall collection, but I'm going to share with you guys here how I gave this piece a little spring makeover. So here I am showing you the little blessed wooden sign that hangs on the front was really scratched and scuffed up, mostly just because I have had it for 2 or 3 years but had never hung it up on the wall, so it's just been in storage. So I gave that a fresh coat, just using some white craft paint that I had on hand. And then to spruce up the wreath that's in there is very neutral and very soft greens. I took these 2 little floral picks I had purchased at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and I actually deconstructed them. I took all the little sprigs apart, and then I like to just poke them into the wreath and spread everything out kind of evenly. And then I reattached it all to that metal tobacco basket, and it made just a really beautiful arrangement to go above my peg rail shelf. Hey guys, so we are on day 2 of spring and Easter decorating, and I really need to get the rest of the decorations out today so I can edit this video and get it up for you guys. So we're gonna finish up the kitchen with the chicken wire shelf on the kitchen table. Then we're gonna do the entryway table, the corner cabinet, and just add a couple little things to the living room. So it is very super rainy and cloudy outside today, so I'm gonna go ahead and pre-apologize for the lighting in the second portion of today's video, but let's go ahead and get back into this. Okay, so you got a little look of my St. Patrick's Day decor. This is all I put out for St. Patrick's Day, just here on the kitchen table, just making it fun and festive for Grant to see, basically, because we don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So anyways, we're clearing all of that off, and then we're going to be styling this with a lot of pink Eastery decor. So I have, as I mentioned in my spring decor haul, all of my Easter and spring decor is just a ton of different colors. I have pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, a little bit of everything. And I like to try to make it work all together. One way I do this is kind of by sectioning out my colors, and you'll see this as we go throughout the end of this video. But here on the chicken wire shelf, I really paired together a bunch of the pink pieces I have. So we started with the Rae Dunn canister in the middle, and then to the right you have a Rae Dunn egg-shaped plate. And then on the left, I laid down a little pink gingham or buffalo check tea towel. And then that napkin holder is actually new. I just bought that off Amazon recently because, with Grant, he's a toddler and always sticky hands and ketchup on the face. So I just decided to start keeping napkins on the table. It's a lot easier. So I bought some cute Easter ones, and then also used my new Rae Dunn salt and pepper shakers. Then I'm going to fill in with just a selection of bud vases and those Target dollar spot tulips. Into the drawer on the bottom, I'm putting that cute little vintage Easter sign I found at Hobby Lobby this year, and then just filling in with a couple of other springy pieces. So, I want to take a minute and introduce myself to you guys. If you are new here, hi, my name is Katie. I am from East Tennessee, right outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. Actually, we live very close to the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, and it is just a joy to live here. I do live about a little over an hour away from where I grew up with my parents. But I'm so glad that we still live here in East Tennessee and that we have family as close as we do. I would love to live closer to them, but I'm glad that I am close enough to visit them often. So it's just me and my husband Daniel, and we have a little boy. His name is Grant, and he is 2.5 years old. He will be 3 at the end of August. So that's our little family. We also have a fluffy black cat named Ollie. You may see him roaming through some of my videos. But yeah, if you guys are new here, I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you consider subscribing. So catching you up here on the entry table, I just cleared everything off that was there. Then we're going to add in this thrifted little basket that I found. I love this basket. It's one of my favorite baskets that I own, but I thrifted that. And I'm adding some Hobby Lobby little eggs in there, all kinds of different colors, white, green, blue, buffalo check. You know, we're going with everything. And so now we're going to style my Easter tiered tray. So I have a large white metal 3-tiered tray that I like to use, but I was really just wanting to go more simple. You know, tiered trays take a lot of work and a lot of pieces to fill up. So I didn't have too many pieces for Easter, so I decided to style this smaller wooden tiered tray that's from Hobby Lobby. I've had this tiered tray. This was the very first tiered tray that I ever had. I got it for my birthday a few years ago, but so we are going to style this, and I love how it turned out. And if you're wondering how I decorate so fast in my videos, I practice. I pre-practice most of my decorations, especially the important things like tiered trays and the chicken wire shelf. I pre-practice all of that, and then I take it down, and then I film it and put it back up for you guys. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say that I don't do those things. I definitely do, because I do have a part-time job that I work along with being a stay-at-home mom. So I have to do these videos very fast and very efficient. And you guys can join me over on Instagram. It's at KindlyKatie if you want to see some of the behind the scenes, because I did share that I was practicing my Easter decor over there. So join me over there if you guys want to see some more behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so we're keeping the bottom of this entryway table really simple. I have this basket that I got at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. It was actually 75% off when I got it, and I love it. I'm layering in one of those thin little blankets from the Target dollar spot. I've had that one a couple years. Then I tucked in some lavender stems from Hobby Lobby, and then added a Ray Dunn Easter blessings sign on the other side. Okay, now we're moving on to my antique corner cabinet. This cabinet has actually been in my family for many years. I have a whole video on how I kind of gave it a little bit of a facelift and kind of the backstory on all of that. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. But I just kind of wiped it off, and we are going to be adding a bunch of spring and Easter decor, and I really focused on using greens and whites and blues in this area of the living room. Again, kind of pairing my decor together so it's looks cohesive in the areas that it's in. You'll notice the picture I have of Grant up there still has pumpkins in it. You'll see that in the close-up shot at the end of the video, but I do have his spring pictures from his little school program. So I'm going to get those printed out and switch it out soon. Okay, for the rest of the living room, I kept it very simple. I basically just decorated the entry table and the corner cabinet. I'm going to add a little candle holder to this end table along with a little dish full of jelly beans. I'm going to add a pink blanket onto the couch and just kind of tidy everything up. And then we are going to be sharing a final shot of everything that we decorated today, more in depth slow motion shots. So that'll be coming up very soon. Do you guys like jelly beans? Comment down below and let me know. I bought a bag of the Starburst jelly beans. Those are some of my favorites, and I can't get Grant to try one. He's a little bit odd. He doesn't really like sweets. He likes M&Ms, and that's really it. But I guess he kind of gets that from Daniel because Daniel doesn't eat candy hardly at all. He will eat some dark chocolate but he really likes like cake and cookies and stuff like that. So I love candy though. I always have. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy these final looks at my spring and Easter decorations for 2023. guys, that is going to be it for today's spring and Easter clean and decorating video. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video and that it gave you some inspiration for decorating your home this season. I really love how everything turned out, but I'm sure I will tweak a few things and make a few changes throughout the next few days. So I am planning on filming a spring home tour where I will give you a look at all of the final decorations as well as what I end up doing in our basement family room and maybe something little in the guest bathroom as well. So I'll share all those spaces with you in the spring home tour and probably some home project updates because we've been working on the master bathroom and stuff like that in Grant's room. So anyways, all that is coming up soon. Be sure to give today's video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're new here. It's totally free. It just lets you know, like in your subscriptions feed on YouTube, hey, Katey posted a new video. So I would love to have you guys join me here at Kindly Katey. I will see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.